This is Tanks Vlog, August 2nd, 2017, wrapping up the day in sports. Roof! 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 Yes, that's right, it's August, and we have officially reached the dog days of summer. This is when you start seeing some teams who are out in front, get tired sometimes, you get some strange results, strange nights. I get to see basically some teams that usually don't win, and teams that don't lose. So what do you see? You see the end of the Los Angeles Dodgers 9-game winning streak. And they had a lead tonight, which means for the first time in 53 games, they lost a game in which they led. That was a major league record. Truly showing the dog days. That previous record was held by the 1906 Cubs, who, by the way, posted the best record regular season in the history of Major League Baseball, winning 116 games. So there's an interesting tidbit right there. The Red Sox got rained out. Otherwise, every other team that was in first place at the beginning of the day lost. Cubs were blanked by the Diamondbacks. Nationals were blanked by the Marlins. Astros, scuffling, they lost to the Tampa Bay Rays. And they were shut out. Not a good day for the first place teams. And the Cleveland Indians were also rained out in Boston. Yankees, they were shut out. Aaron Judge, he has the most home runs, but he does have one flaw, and it's strikeouts. He has set a team record now by striking out in 21 straight games. He's batting below 200 since the All-Star break. You expected him to slump at one point, but at some point he's got to start getting it back in gear. I mean, he's got the Rookie of the Year locked down, but the MVP is slipping away. And could be that Mike Trout wins it. Mike Trout, who's now fully back, has hit his 20th home run of the year. The 6th straight season that he's done this, making him one of the youngest players ever to do this, joining people like Mickey Mantle. Truly one of baseball's brightest stars. Today in the Mets, Flexen was flexible and got crushed again, but the Mets rallied. And it was Ahmed Rosario got his first extra base hit, a triple. Jay Bruce, a big home run. Curtis Granderson, a big home run. And the Mets, who were at one point down 5-0, came back and won 10-5. AJ Ramos had a good 9th inning to close the game. And Chasen Bradford, brilliant out of the bullpen. The Mets bullpen was outstanding tonight, which is a shock, because that bullpen has been the death of me all year. See, this is what I mean by the dog days. Roof! Roof! Speaking of dog days and barking, going to Citi Field. I usually go on Saturdays. Greatest vendor up there is Willie B, and he used to bark like that. Dogs are here. Roof! Roof! Haven't seen him around lately. I hope he still works there. Maybe when I go to the Subway Series game in a few weeks, I'll see him. Well, anyway, dog days, that's what truly baseball is in now. So we get to see how teams adjust and work through the next month as they get ready for the stretch drive. August is definitely that month where you really have to, lift yourself up a little extra sometimes to get out there and play, especially when it's a hot, muggy night. That is why they call it the dog days. And speaking of dogs, Colin Kaepernick has yet to be signed. And everyone's wondering if he's being blackballed from the NFL. You know, here's the thing. He didn't have a good enough season last year. He struggled ever since he took the Niners to the Super Bowl, and that was 5 years ago. He started out his career good, but the league adjusted to him. And the problem was he didn't adjust to the rest of the league. And he took a controversial stance by kneeling during the national anthem. But it wasn't just that. He said things that genuinely angered fans. So, if you're an owner, and you know there's going to be at least a big part of your fan base that doesn't want him on your team, aren't you going to give pause and not sign him? This is a business decision. And Colin Kaepernick forgot about that. And that's why he might not play another game. And that's why he's going to be watching from the sidelines. You got to think sometimes. You know, you could go out in the offseason and make these stances. But when you're on the football field, you're a team. And that's the problem that he had with his stance last year. He made it about himself. And he's just... the only thing you should be thinking about when you step on that field is how to win the game, not making some sort of social justice statement. Today's 3 stars are Vance Worley, who allowed just 2 hits for the Marlins in that win over the Nationals, Irvin Santana, who went the distance and helping the Twins beat the Padres, and JZ Ramirez, who went 8 innings as the Angels beat the Phillies. And today is a big birthday shout out to Tom Brady, who is 40 and somehow still playing great football. So, we'll see how Tom Brady does after 40. And at Barstool Sports today, we take a look back at one of the funniest moments in the history of baseball when Joe Negro got caught red-handed scuffing the baseball. The umpires came to look in his pockets, and he tried to hide that emery board that he was using to scuff the ball, and he ended up getting ejected and suspended 10 games, creating one of baseball's most replayed bloopers. So, take a look back at BarstoolSports.com and at SportsEncyclopedia.com, where sports history lives. Good day.